Hey guys, J-Man here. This weekend has been wild. We have, let's see, the Ayatollah being taken out, and then his successor getting taken out last night. Oh boy, that was amazing. That was the Iranian supreme leaders got taken out in succession. Um, yeah, I think the Iranian people's gonna have to start implementing their own government at this point. Um, we have people going after anime again, using it as an excuse to overreach, basically, or social media. I think actually, because this does is somewhat anime adjacent, but it also has to deal with overreach. And I am not playing background music because of that. Um, anyways, uh, this one from Kirsha I bookmarked because I think it's important. But you cannot win this war. You are outmanned and outgunned. No, John, you're thrashing at shadows on your wall because you want mass surveillance via online ID. I don't think you realize how much out of touch you actually are. Uh, True and real? And let's look at what John Schwepp or Schweppy, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Schwepp. As to say, we are at war. The anime girl avatars must be stopped. No mercy. Anime profile pics of middle-aged women combine to make a formidable ex-coalition. I salute your courage and bravery, but you cannot win this war. You are outmanned and outgunned. The children will be protected from your weird furry stuff. And this guy got ratioed. This guy got ratioed hard. I mean, look. And let's see who he is. Popular senior advisor, app, AP project, former Trump official. Uh, and is at the FTC, I believe, and he's only followed by JD Vance. But JD Vance, I don't know if he actually believes in that. But still, this is pretty weird stuff. And this is what I had to say on him. My good sir, I am not a furry, nor do I want to sterilize kids. I also don't want government overreach while you hide behind the guise of protecting children. Parents should be the ones teaching their kids to be cautious online. Big Daddy government and corporations shouldn't be doing this. And by doing this, I mean they shouldn't be overreaching. They shouldn't be asking for these IDs. They are hiding behind children to implement a sort of authoritarian, a sort of a dystopian monitoring system. And by the way, you do know that the foreign invaders can actually hack, right? Because that is one thing we have to keep in mind of. Because hackers have gotten into various corpos before. They've gotten into Sony, they've gotten into Xbox, they've gotten into Discord, they've gotten into various data centers and have taken a ton of data from various people. It's just, this is something that you can't just make into, think of the children's situation, because this is a situation where you have to think about what happened in the past. It's one of those things uh, where Schwepp here doesn't seem to understand that we are actually trying to prevent a sort of a situation where we are under the guise of needing an ID for virtually everything, including online. Because I do get ID voting. Okay, that one I do get. But ID for using the internet, moment that happens is the moment I disappear online altogether. It's not worth it. And no, I'm not interested in going after kids or whatever. Uh, it's it's not one of my things. Okay, I'd rather just have a wife, have kids of my own, and just sail off into the sunset. But I, d- I don't even know what John Schwepp is saying now. Let's see here. Recently, homeownership. After doing some research into more, John Schwepp works in the. Ah! Okay, now it makes sense. If he does, I don't even know what the AP project is, honestly. I'll have to look it up. Uh, AP project. What is this? Ah, that's a band. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Sorry, AP project. Let's look at the AP project. We defend America's families. Okay, American Principles Project. Okay, let's see here. The American family is yes. I agree with. I think I agree with most of this. But I do want to look at this. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Okay. Fighting to mandate the age verification and hold platforms accountable for exposing children to harm. Now, I agree with this. I agree with this. Let's see what they're doing for this. Has helped legislators across the country to enact age verification legislation, holding websites and app stores accountable for what they show minors. Now 24 have age verification laws to keep our kids safe online. In 2023, an APP RMG poll showed that 83% of voters support a national age verification requirement for adult websites. Yeah, I agree with it. But how is it happening is my question. In July 2025, the Free Speech Coalition Inc. v. Paxton was declined 6-3 in favor of Texas age verification law. I don't know how they're doing it, honestly, and I do agree to have guardrails for adult content online, as it were, against kids. I do agree with that to prevent the kids from seeing things unnecessarily and to keep their innocence intact for as long as possible. Um, but however, I do need to, and again, I do agree with the safeguards idea. Uh, but I do want to know exactly what they're doing, because if they are actually doing the whole age verification stuff via ID, that is a widely that is insanely dangerous. That is insanely dangerous. Okay, let's see. As of July 2025, 21st state to pass legislation to and hold the porn industry accountable. Yep, that's actually good. That's really good. That is one thing that you should do. You should make it harder for the adult sites. That I do agree with. Make it harder for the adult sites to actually get away with showing kids this stuff. Legal framework already exists within which we can tackle online pornography crisis and defend the innocence of children. We must find the fortitude finally to do it. Yeah, I agree. And, yeah, I do agree with this. Okay, it doesn't say how. I don't see anything about the whole thing with the IDs. At least not on their actual site. So far, I am seeing it. Let's look at the latest updates. There's no updates. Yeah, they don't say how they're going to try to do this. They only say they're going to crack down on the. They're only going to crack down on the industry, on the porn industry, which I am all for. I'm all for them just going out there and making the industry accountable through lawfare. I am all for that. I just say that we shouldn't have ID for online usage. That's my big issue because because that can lead to overreach. And so far, I am seeing nothing that I fully disagree with. But ID is one of those things where I'm really sketchy on. But yeah, I don't see anything hinting that they are in favor of ID on their main site. So there's a chance they actually are for it. Yeah, and oh, the community notes. Oh my gosh, yes. America needs age verification for two important reasons. Parents should be able to direct their kids' online experience. 9-year-olds should not be able to access hardcore fetish porn. It's that simple. Readers that into context. These goals can be achieved and applied through parental controls, which, as of 2026, exist in a variety of methods, which are quite broad in their application, implying that the government must enforce said goals because parents are incapable is misleading. Yep. There's plenty of online resources. Parents just need to parent. That's all they need to do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is diabolical, man. This is diabolical. But yeah, the whole thing on this uh porn situation is kind of wild, and I do wish that these uh these shill government people will just let have parents parent. Okay, just have parents parent. Because the good parents, they are actually going to uh, refrain from allowing their kids to roam online freely. If I have kids, they are not going to run around online freely. They are going to be limited to kid only games and all that. It's and even if it's on my again online heavily monitored by me, because I am most likely gonna be a stay-at-home father. Uh, and work working on this will just I don't know. It's just that once I have kids, both they're mostly going to be using it for research purposes and watching show kid friendly shows. Which, by the way, over the weekend, a lot of Cartoon Network shows were added to Tubi, and I think there are more on the way through the month. Because some of the shows listed were not added. So that's the one thing we can look forward to. So yeah, today's video is gonna be a short one. It's not a reaction video. Sorry about that, guys. But I just wanted to talk about this situation in particular, and I don't have anything else to add. It's uh, it's just a wild situation. I think that uh, Schwepp here is fighting a losing battle. I think the American Principles Project is fighting a losing battle in regards to trying to implement I- ID verification for virtually all online content. Because let's face it, that's never gonna work. Okay, that is never ever gonna work uh, unless they are actually shills. And this is why I'm hesitant to say I'm right leaning, because I am, because of moral busybodies like John here. And I'm definitely not left leaning because most of the left has gotten insane since 2014. So overall, it's one of those situations where they need to stop working on this stuff like trying to incorporate ID verification for online use and just focus on the real issues. Anyways, that's all I've got, guys. It's a relatively short video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Later. Peace.